Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a trophy guide and roadmap for Call of Duty Black Ops 3, third game in the Black Ops series, and this is part of the PlayStation Plus collection for the month of November 2020. This video is going to take you through a guide on exactly what's required to platinum this game. It's going to be completely spoiler free. We won't be revealing any of the story components of this game, so you can still go ahead and enjoy it without worrying about getting the game ruined for you. Let's dive in and take a look at the game.
So many times.
If you're a new viewer of the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. I make new videos like this every single day on the channel, looking at the latest trophy hunting and PlayStation news, and as you can see behind me, a lot of PlayStation things. Mr. PlayStation up in here. Today we're taking a look at the roadmap for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. This is the Call of Duty game that came out a number of years ago. It's a future version of Black Ops where you're playing as these kind of partially cybernetic humans fighting wars. Call of Duty kind of blends together, but Black Ops has always been a staple in the franchise. Trophy-wise, this game is super challenging, and it shouldn't be attempted unless you're kind of a veteran Call of Duty player. It's funny because traditionally COD Platinum trophies are kind of constrained by the Zombies mode. Now this game has that. It has its single player component, its Zombies component, and its multiplayer component, but the single player campaign in this one actually is the thing that's going to make it more difficult to platinum. The platinum difficulty in this game is about an 8 out of 10, and a lot of that is down to the difficulty mode, the realistic difficulty mode, which is one shot, one death in this Call of Duty game. It's something they introduced into this COD game that wasn't in previous COD games, and it definitely makes the campaign significantly harder. That's also going to push the platinum time up as well. I'm giving it about 100 plus hours for this platinum, not only because of that one trophy, but because of a number of challenge trophies that are in this game as well, a part of the single player component. Plus obviously you still have to do the multiplayer and the Zombies mode too. There are online trophies. Nothing is missable because you can replay components here. There are difficulty based trophies like we've just talked about. It does require a couple of playthroughs, I would say, because you're just not going to be able to do it all in one playthrough. It's going to require, and there are a chapter select as well, only one trophy stack for this game. Trophy breakdown, we have 48 trophies in the base game. This is what makes up the platinum trophy. There are 99 trophies though associated with the entire trophy list, but obviously not all of those are required for the platinum. In terms of platinum, we have 13 story trophies that are unmissable. We have 2 collectible trophies, 19 misc trophies for doing different objectives, 9 trophies for zombies, and 4 for multiplayer. So not a ton of multiplayer and zombies based stuff in this game. Steps to platinum. Play through the game on any difficulty. I would suggest doing this first just because you kind of want to get a feel for the game. I think it's a challenging thing to jump straight into realistic difficulty and just have a bad time with it. Play through the game and enjoy it and just learn how it works as your first point of call. Once you've done that, you can then go through and do realistic after. But during that first step, it'll be worthwhile getting the collectibles if you don't want to do another playthrough after that. Doing collectibles and misc trophies for the specific levels they're associated with means you don't have to worry about them on realistic, obviously. The other thing that is going to happen here, and it will happen relatively naturally, is working on the different challenges for the decorations. There are a number of these, and that's one of the reasons that the difficulty and time of this trophy is pushed out significantly, that and realistic difficulty, obviously. Step 2 is to play through the game on realistic difficulty. Works exactly the same as step 1. If you've missed anything during step 1, you can go through and do it here because this kind of acts as a second playthrough, but remember, it's going to be so much harder. I don't have any tips for this because personally I haven't played realistic difficulty, but I know a lot of people skip complete sections of the game or they play through slowly and methodically. Once you've done that, that's your single player component done for now. Next is zombies mode. In this step here, the best thing to do is play on the Shadows of Evil map in zombies. Finish 4 of the rituals in this mode and you'll get a trophy for doing each of those. There's also a bunch of misc trophies in zombies. They're kind of no different to what you would see in a zombies mode from any previous COD game, but it's worth having a look at the misc trophies in this game to identify what's exactly required. This step isn't nearly as difficult as zombies is in previous games. It's just not as hard. I don't know why. Normally zombies is the bottleneck in this one. My suggestion is to play this in co-op as well. Have a buddy come along who might be better at the game than you, or you can find a boosting partner on PSN profiles. They'll make this infinitely simpler for you. Only thing to keep in mind is that the only person that unlocks the trophy is the person who did the action for the trophy in co-op. You don't both unlock the trophy if you're playing together, which is kind of annoying. Next step is to play the multiplayer component of the game. Like all COD games, normally you just have to play through to level 55. This is no different to that. Really, you just have to kind of play multiplayer. If you're into COD games anyway, this shouldn't be a big challenge for you, playing through to get to level 55, as well as getting the specialist weapon abilities and specialist abilities for each of these specific characters you can play as in this game. Pretty standard affair for a COD multiplayer game. This is going to take a decent amount of time. And the good thing about COD multiplayer is you don't actually have to be very good at it. The game rewards you even if you're bad at the game, so you'll still get XP, you'll still work towards completing those specialist challenges, regardless of whether or not you're actually decent at the game. So it's kind of for everyone. The next two steps kind of go in tandem with each other. These are for just cleaning up anything that you might have missed. You might have to do some additional playthroughs of the single player campaign, or you might have to play specific levels to help grind out kill-based or misc-based trophies. The last thing you want to do is the personal decorator trophy. This is the hardest trophy in the game, and the thing that kind of clutches things the most. This one here is for completing a series of tasks or service tasks on your personal record in the game. You can find this in the safe house if you're not sure where that is. The most notable thing in this is for finishing every mission on veteran without restarting them. It's basically finishing every mission on veteran without dying, mission by mission, essentially. But this is super difficult, so be aware of that. I probably should have mentioned this at the top, but hopefully you're still watching at this point. It's super challenging and it's super difficult. Beyond the realistic playthrough and everything else, completing all these different tasks is just going to be an enormous amount of a time sink. And once you've done everything else, multiplayer, zombies, single player, etc., coming to this point and having to do this as well is just huge. Hence why I said this platinum is just difficult and frustrating. As you can see, there's just so much to it. Normally we don't have 6 steps to platinum, we normally only have 3, but this game just has so much content in it that it requires that additional thing. Notable trophies. The main one here is Personal Decorator. This is for running all decorations. We've talked about it several times throughout the guide. This is going to be the make or break trophy for this game and the thing that you spend the most time on. We've also got the complete the game on campaign. Complete the campaign on realistic difficulty here too. And it's going to just be a huge amount of time and energy invested into doing that because it's going to be super hard for people who might not be great at first-person games. And then the only other one that's worth pointing out here is Gun Game, which is in the campaign, kill 5 enemies with 5 different guns in 30 seconds. There are some really good guides online on how to complete this one though, so I wouldn't really worry about that one specifically, but it is one of the more rarer trophies on this trophy list. One thing I will say is that everything on this list can be done in co-op, so if you want to play through the game with the single player campaign or the zombies in co-op, the campaign is obviously going to be significantly easier with another person being able to revive you and help you out. They do scale the game, but it does make things infinitely easier. So keep that in mind if you are deciding to go for this platinum. Anyway, that is all. That is everything for the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Platinum Trophy. It is a absolute doozy of a platinum, and I do not think I will be going for it. Maybe you have already done that though. Let me know in the comment section below if you've already got the Platinum Trophy for it, and maybe you have some additional tips and tricks that you can let everyone in the community know about. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. If it was, give a thumbs up. If it wasn't, then give a thumbs down. If you enjoyed this video and you're a new viewer of the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. I would really appreciate it if you did, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.